Well, you're here because you filled out a survey about a guy, and there's great news. This guy scored a solid A. He is a great guy. Welcome to the Strong Brew, where you get answers to questions you're not supposed to ask. These are some things you may want to know about the man in your life. If you do really well in your career, will he become insecure? Will he try and use money to control you? Will he share housework or just make you do it all? In fights, when he gets angry, does he get aggressive? During intimacy, does he understand that no means no? Is he jealous, suspicious, or possessive? Will his attitude towards you change after having kids? Will he treat your parents with respect? What if you have conflicts with his parents? We tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. These are things nobody else will tell you, things that are important for your future. This is a safe space for truth. No judgment, no platitudes, no login, no payment either. Our questions are from real life, but our answers come from science. Now, I built this thing, me and my husband, and honestly, we built it and we live it. We are both Stanford grads, we both have worked at Google, and we've been happily together since 1998. Along the way, we've added a son, now 13, and four dogs. We are genuine folks. If you're a woman trying to understand any man in your life, here is how it works. Go to www.thestrongbrew.life. Click on the Understand a Guy button there. Answer 10 questions about him. Watch a video tailored to your guy. That's all there is to it. It is completely anonymous, no login, no payment, no games, no manipulation. This analysis is obtained by combining solid trait psychology with cutting edge AI ML. We represent each person's personality with what is known as a feature vector. This has 10 elements, so our data is effectively 10 dimensional data. In case you're wondering how we can infer so much from just 10 questions, well, 10 dimensional data is very complex. There is a lot you can learn from that level of detail.
Okay, I think that does it for the preamble. Now let's plunge in. Let's start with this guy in his career. Will he go far or just talk big?
He's the kind of man who puts in real effort and has the energy to push forward, so he's not just talking for the sake of it. He means what he says. You'll see him chasing opportunities and working hard when something excites him. He'll make visible progress, but steady, high level success will need better planning.
Can he bounce back from failure?
When things go wrong, he's more likely to quietly step away and deal with his feelings on his own, instead of lashing out or making a scene. He won't explode or pick fights, but you may notice he becomes distant and less talkative for a while. Over time, he can get back on track, but he needs space first to regroup.
What do people at work think of him? Do they like him?
He's usually not fighting with anyone, but he may not be everyone's favorite either. He can come across as blunt or a bit rough around the edges because he isn't very careful with his words or manners. He's not the one to start office drama, and he tries to avoid trouble by keeping to himself when tensions rise.
If you do really well in your career, will he become insecure?
He will honestly be happy for you if you do well in your career. He cares deeply and wants to see people he loves succeed. He has his own goals and is focused on those, so he's not likely to compare himself to you or feel insecure.
What if you start earning more than him?
He is not the type to secretly resent you or feel jealous if you earn more than him. While he might keep some feelings to himself, money isn't how he measures love or self worth. Instead of seeing your success as a problem, he'll be glad that things are going well for you.
Next, let's talk about how he is with money. Does he overspend? Is he reckless with money?
He isn't very careful with money routines, so you might notice he spends without always thinking things through. He wants to enjoy life and often follows his feelings in the moment, which can lead to impulse buying or forgetting to save for later. He means well, but without help, money can slip through his fingers quite easily.
Does he show off and pretend to be richer than he is?
He is more likely to spend freely when something excites him, even if it stretches his budget. He's not the kind to brag or show off to impress others, but sometimes he makes choices with his heart rather than his wallet. A gentle reminder about limits will help keep things balanced.
Is he too generous, too stingy, or just right?
He has a generous heart and is open handed, especially with people he cares about. He enjoys giving gifts, helping out friends or family, and making special memories, even if it costs him a bit more. He cares deeply and believes in sharing, not hoarding.
Will he use money to try and control you?
He isn't secretive or controlling about money. In fact, he's quite open, sometimes too open, sharing what he has or what he spends without much filter. You're likely to know where things stand, even if it means you have to help keep track together.
Let's see how this guy is with sharing housework. Will he share housework or just make you do it?
He doesn't see housework as just your responsibility. He believes in helping out and sharing the load, especially when he cares about someone. If he sees you working hard, he'll want to pitch in, even if it's not always perfect or planned.
Will he help you or just boss you around and tell you what to do?
He's not the type to just sit back and supervise while you do all the work. He's willing to roll up his sleeves and get involved with chores, diapers, and whatever else needs doing. If he sees you tired or struggling, he's quick to jump in with real action, not just advice or orders.
Now let's see about how this guy is during fights. In fights, does he try to understand your views or just win the fight?
He's not the sort to argue just to win or make his point. If there's a disagreement, he's more likely to listen quietly and take your feelings seriously, even if he needs time alone to think things over. With him, you'll feel heard, not just talked over.
Does he become aggressive when angry?
When he gets angry, he's not the type to shout, say hurtful things, or act aggressively. Instead, he tends to pull away and keep his feelings to himself rather than lash out. He values keeping the peace and tries hard to stay respectful even when upset.
Does he have a bad temper?
No, he is not the kind of man who loses his temper quickly. He is slow to anger and tends to hold his feelings inside rather than explode or snap at others. This isn't a red flag you need to worry about. His calmness is actually a strength.
Will he say sorry and accept his mistakes?
He is able to say sorry and take responsibility when he's made a mistake. He may not always use fancy words or big emotional speeches, but if he sees he's hurt you or missed something important, he won't try to twist the story or blame you. You won't find him always pointing fingers at you. He cares about your feelings and wants to fix things, not create bigger problems.
Next, let's talk about intimacy and physical chemistry. During intimacy, does he respect your boundaries? Does he get that no means no?
Yes, he will respect your boundaries and understands that no truly means no. He has a caring nature and doesn't want to hurt or pressure you in any way. Even if he is enthusiastic and affectionate, he will pull back if you tell him you're not comfortable. You can feel safe and respected with him.
If you are not in the mood for intimacy, will he react badly?
He may feel a little hurt at first if you're not in the mood for intimacy because he's sensitive and sometimes takes things to heart. But he won't get angry or try to make you feel guilty. He respects your boundaries and, after processing his feelings, will come back to being warm and caring.
Can you trust him not to shame you or share your private moments, maybe love letters, photos, or videos, even after a breakup or a bad fight?
Yes, you can trust him to handle your private moments with care. He's not the kind to use personal things against you or try to embarrass you later. He wants you to feel safe and respected, both in good times and bad.
Is he loyal or is he likely to want to have affairs?
He is generally faithful and wants to build a strong, meaningful connection with his partner. He enjoys meeting people and can be friendly, but he doesn't go looking for excitement elsewhere when he's committed to someone he cares about. His heart tends to stay with those who show him love and understanding.
Will he be jealous, suspicious, and try to control you?
No, he is not over possessive or the type who acts jealous and controlling. He gives you space and doesn't constantly check up on where you are or who you're with. His trust in you comes from a genuine caring place, not from a need to control or feel suspicious all the time.
This guy says he is protective in a good way. Is he actually just being possessive?
No, his protective nature does not come from a desire to control you. When he cares, he wants to look out for you and make sure you're safe, but he doesn't turn that caring into strict rules or demands. He respects your choices and understands that trust is more important than control.
Now, onto the topic of kids and how this guy will be as a father. If you guys have kids, will he make you do most of the work?
He will see parenting as a team effort and won't expect you to handle everything by yourself. He wants to be involved and share the joys and challenges of raising kids together. He believes in supporting each other as parents and won't leave the whole load on your shoulders.
Kids are very messy. Will he lose his temper with them?
When the kids mess up or get upset, he'll stay calm and not lose his temper. He's not quick to yell or get angry. Instead, he's likely to step back, give everyone some space, and quietly comfort them. He won't scold harshly or make the children feel small for making mistakes.
If you guys have kids, will he still support your career?
Yes, he will support you as both a mother and as your own person. He values your happiness and wants to see you shine, whether you are busy with the kids or focused on your own goals and interests. With him, you'll feel loved and respected, not boxed in or taken for granted.
Will this man say one thing early on, maybe while dating, and then later after kids and marriage change his tune and try to make you give up your career?
No, he's not the kind of man who would support your career now, but later ask you to quit once a child comes. His support for your ambitions is genuine, and he feels proud when you do well. He understands that being a mother doesn't mean losing your own dreams or identity.
Next, let's see how this guy treats your parents. Will he be respectful with your parents?
He will treat your parents with genuine warmth, not just polite words on the surface. His caring and enthusiastic nature means he wants to make real connections and bring happiness to those you love. Sometimes he might be a bit blunt or forget certain traditions, but his feelings are sincere. He is willing to try to adjust to your family rather than expecting everyone to change for him.
What if your family creates stress or interferes a bit in your lives?
If your family creates stress or interferes, he will handle it calmly rather than making things worse. He's not one to react with anger or harsh words, and he usually steps back to think before responding. His steady nature helps everyone feel less tension, not more.
Then let's analyze the role this guy's family will play in your life. Is this man modern with you but a completely different person when other people, say his parents or bosses, are around?
No, he's not the kind of man who acts modern with you, but suddenly expects you to be a perfect traditional supportive wife in front of his relatives. He values honesty and comfort, so he won't want you to put on a show just to please others. Your real self matters to him, both in private and in front of others.
If there is tension between you and his parents, will he support you?
If there's tension, he will support you rather than stay out of it or side with his family. His caring nature means he wants you to feel safe and valued, especially in uncomfortable situations. He may not jump into big arguments, but he won't leave you alone to face things or ignore your feelings.
Say you have a conflict with his mother. What will this guy do?
He is not a mummy's boy in the sense that he would blindly take his mother's side in every situation. While he cares about his family, he values your happiness and well being just as much, if not more. With him, you can expect respect and loyalty, not someone who lets his mother's wishes always come first.
Will he share all the private details of your relationship with his mother or sister?
He is not the type to share every detail of your fights or private life with his mother or sister. He values your trust and understands the importance of keeping what happens between you both private. You won't feel like your privacy is at risk with him. He believes in solving issues together as a couple.
Now let's zoom out and put it all together.
Overall, as we mentioned at the start, this guy scored a solid A. He is a great guy. Being in a relationship with him feels warm, lively, and genuine. Every day brings bursts of energy and affectionate moments. He likes making memories, sharing laughter, and showing he cares through small gestures.